Hi, this is Derek Tsai from LearnByBlogging.com. Today I want to give you a quick review of this book or this movie called Interstellar. My wife, my daughter, and I went to see this movie about a couple of weeks ago, and we really enjoyed the movie. And I thought I'd give a quick review on that movie. It's what a perfect timing I have on watching this movie right after I read the book. The Future of the Mind by Michio Kaku. If you haven't seen the movie, you might want to skip the part of this video because I might go into a little bit details of the plot. But anyway, you can find out the detail of the plot through Wikipedia or whoever your friends might tell you about it. So the way it goes is that the future is very bleak for human because we have polluted the earth and the food is in dire shortage, and the way out for the earth for humans is to explore or migrate to another planet. And Cooper, Matthew McConaughey is the protagonist of the movie. He got tricked. He was a retired NASA semi-retired farmer living in Iowa or wherever it is, growing corn or beans or whatever, rice, something like that. Being a farmer, and he was tricked into captaining a spaceship and basically leaving his own daughter and son on Earth, and went on this trip with the professor's daughter, Amelia. And first of all, the first planet that they landed has a giant wave and not habitable. And the second planet has an earlier explorer. This person was in a deep sleep, and upon waking up, he conspired to hijack their spaceship and then went through this giant struggles. And he's kind of the only bad guys in the whole movie. And you always need the bad guys and the good guys. But this particular storyline is pretty weak. Then by this time, they're almost out of the field, so they need to land move on to the next planet. So Cooper basically let the Amelia launch her into the third planet because they run out of the field and they got to abandon anything that's not necessary. So he went on and kind of hopped on the black hole and time travel. Somehow he time traveled in the fifth dimension back to the earth through this ghost of his daughter's living room, or his daughter's bedroom, and trying to warn the daughter or himself not to travel and take the trip. So it's kind of strange. It's kind of Back to the Future thing in it. And but at the end, he actually meets his own daughter on her dying bed, who is much older than he was, or than he is, because he has time travel and kind of warped the time. But the humans have since migrated to the third planet thanks to him, and he meets his daughter on her dying bed for the last time. So interesting story, very interesting plot, a lot of pretty weird stuff. My takeaway from the movie is that, boy, there's a lot of science, a lot of myth here, but it takes the wormholes to travel fast and to a parallel universe, thanks to this strings theory by Dr. Kaku, and it sounds still pretty unreal to me. Pretty hard to comprehend, but flying through surviving through the black holes like what Cooper did, is nearly impossible. And because this huge gravity force, it's impossible to do that without destroying his own physical being. Number two is that I think human will end up killing ourselves if we don't really take care of the Earth, and because the next habitable planet is very, very far away, and realistically is about 1,200 light years away, according to the book by Dr. Kaku. So to get there, you probably die before you get there, and to do that, realistically, you have to go through quite a bit to get there, and the wormholes and all this unreal stuff is one of the ways, if you believe in that. But and number three is that when people are really desperate, they'll believe anything. Like Professor Brand and Michael Caine is in the playing that role. Professor Brand has a very half-baked theory about this whole thing, and finally got NASA to launch the mission and trick people into kamikaze pilots, as they eventually found out themselves. So finally, my takeaway is movies like this with the half science and half myth, or what I call extrapolated truth, that Hollywood is very good at. Makes very good entertaining movies. It really got my wife and daughter thinking and asking a lot of questions whether any of the thing could be true or not. So that makes a good conversation for the family. So if you want to get your daughter or your children to enjoy or to learn about science, this might be the way to get them intrigued and get them on the journey. So a lot of interesting stuff here in the movies, a lot of here and there. The human nature doesn't change. The science is a little bit extrapolated. Some half science, half myth, if you're into that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it's very entertaining. I enjoy the movie. I recommend you take your family out to the movie as well. So hope that something that's useful to you, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.